You won't believe this. My long-lost sister is still alive, but things are getting pretty tense. In this primitive tribe, kids under 20 wear reworked adult clothes. Life was okay until an alien spaceship swooped in from the sky, looking like a giant flaming green onion. It looks like it's crash landing for sure. The last time I saw something like this was during the Empire's exit party. The gang's all gathering, ready to investigate. These younglings have adventure written all over their faces. Even though Ando's just a wee lad, he insists on joining the adventure crew, convinced he's a full-grown man now. Their special ritual has them painting themselves like a canvas gone wild. Ando wanted to mimic his friends but got shot down. The girl in charge said it's time to let the youngling shine. Ando was on the verge of tears with emotion, but with the reassuring "don't worry." The siblings finally parted ways and continued on their respective journeys. Only his sister's worried gaze remained, and the path through the mountains felt like climbing Everest. Older kids have mastered the mountain trails, while poor Ando is left scrambling behind. The path was like a ruined museum of abandoned mines, and Ando's eyes were popping out. After the mining disaster, all the miners became legends. Guess this is why there are only kids left on the planet. As for why the adults didn't survive, we'll have to wait for the Empire's looks to solve that mystery. Ando hurriedly picked up the pace, chasing after every shadow ahead. A sudden strike occurs. It's time for stealth mode. The older girl took the lead bravery first. They gracefully slid down the hill-like surface, swiftly seizing control of the other side. Toxic gas poured out of the spaceship like mustard, and on the ground lay someone, just chilling. From Ando's view, two potential pilots were having a fit, wearing gas masks like the latest in fashion. They turned yellow from gas. Failed tests, they pressed on. Ando was ready to check on another fellow's vitals when boom, the body rolled off the platform. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the pilot shot the girl like it was a bad dream coming true, and just like that, he checked out too. The crew slid down to save her, but alas, it was too late. Her life signal vanished like magic. They wanted to carry her away for burial, but Ando felt a storm brewing in his heart. The more Ando thought, the angrier he got. Was this sacrifice a chance handed to him? Facing the massive spaceship entrance, that little body pulled all her strength to climb aboard. A noise behind her gave her fright, and as she entered the spaceship, a horrifying sight met her eyes. Bodies everywhere. They hadn't managed to escape the gas. Just as she probed around, the door swung wide open, and the screens glared at her in confusion. Her figure was projected onto the lens, marking the first time she has ever seen herself so vividly in her life. Seeing herself like that got her furious, and she picked up a blow dart to smash the screen. A steel pipe became her weapon of choice as she spotted a B-2 robot making its entrance. The robot was analyzing the shit status for two rogue adventurers, and the toxic gas had finally cleared. The two bravely moved to grab valuable parts and bumped right into Ando's screen-smashing frenzy. This little one had some surprising strength, but if she kept smashing, the crew would definitely come to check it out. She couldn't understand universal language, just spoke local dialect, while the B-2 robot picked up signals from the Confederation's cruiser. The two hurriedly grabbed the valuable parts, while Malva worried about the little one. Come on, just head home. But they had just taken out a Union officer. When the cruiser arrived, there would be no survivors here. All this chaos could wait. Malva couldn't just stand by, hugging Ando tightly as they forged ahead. The spaceship dodged the cruiser, retreated into the forest, the blinding light waking Ando. A dozen years passed. With Malva's nurturing, Ando grew up. But all these years he never stopped holding on to hope to find his sister. Whenever news of his mother came, Ando dashed, but no protagonist halo for him. All these years, he just barely scraped by as a worker, and the tips he got. Old news! Heard there's a new girl in the shop. Ando wants to know, but the shopkeeper ignores him. Turns out, the new girl disappeared 3 months ago without her paycheck. Ando felt helpless. Taking risks, Ando ventured into the corporate zone. But of course, the two security guards shadowed him. They offered him a get-out-of-jail-free card for a little protection fee, and Ando's heart sank. Ando only had $500 in his pocket, but really, he was just your run-of-the-mill thief. With $20,000 in debt, he had no spare cash, so fought back. After a few rounds, he snagged a weapon and ordered the guards to stand with their hands up, only to find a colleague nearby had flatlined, leaving Endo sweating bullets. Is this a prank?